Right now, there's a good chance that everybody you know is getting ready for Black Friday, and you are ready to have a piece of that action, aka after all, who couldn't use a quick cash injection before the holidays? And if that all feels good, but a little overwhelming, you're gonna wanna stick around because in this video, I'm covering my ultimate guide to Black Friday without the overwhelm. Hello, I'm Christina Scalera, and this is going to be my 7th Black Friday sale, so I kind of know what I'm doing here. I've been selling digital download products since 2015 and making a full-time living off of doing so. Not only is this how I earn my income, it's also afforded me the ability to speak on stages, travel around the world, and just basically do anything that you would want to be able to do with a passive income lifestyle. Because the work and the prep that goes into creating things like our Black Friday sale continues to carry the momentum of sales throughout my shop throughout December and January and even into February sometimes. So rest assured, even though Black Friday can feel like a lot of work, and it could be if you make it that much work, it is something that is going to pay off in the long run because you're going to continue to hear that launch echo through the next year. Anytime my clients or myself are preparing for a Black Friday sale, it's always important to start with the end in mind. So what do you actually want to take away from this event? Do you want to have a bigger email list? Do you want to make sales? How much do you want to sell? What are your goals around your Black Friday sale? And it's okay if you don't know. Having some kind of goal written down on paper is better than none at all because you can compare to something that you know about versus if you just were like, I vaguely feel like I would like this, and you don't actually write it down or commit it in some way, then it's really hard to get anywhere close to that goal when it's based off of a feeling. The first thing I always do is look at my numbers and determine what it is that we could expect to walk away with from this Black Friday sale. And now is a perfect time to take a look at those numbers and see what's going on, because if your numbers of your email list are a little bit lacking for the amount of money you want to make in your Black Friday sale, right now is the perfect time to boost your email list by doing some extra marketing activities, maybe a couple extra mini workshops. I have a lot of other ideas here on this channel, so I'll make sure that I link to some of those videos below. If you haven't noticed, the last 2 years have been kind of weird, and it can be really difficult to predict what your income is going to be, much less how much you're going to be paying in rent next month if you have to move. So there's a lot of things that are happening in your world, and I totally get that. And that's why I highly encourage you, if you aren't sure what your exact goals are or you don't have that strict number in mind, go ahead and do a good, better, best goal system. And what this looks like is you'll have a good number. So good is typically like break even or a little bit better. It's basically like, okay, this was good enough to call it a day. Your better number is going to be something that you are really excited about. Like you're like, yes, we did it. It's going to be a bit of a stretch goal for you. And then your best number is going to be something that like hits it way out of the park. You couldn't even imagine that happening. Because the cool thing is when you set these good, better, best goals, what ends up happening more often than not, I've discovered, at least for myself, is my better is way more achievable than I originally thought it would be, because I set out with the end in mind, and that way I know exactly what I'm working towards. It makes it easier and a little bit more rewarding as I'm working towards it, seeing that I'm making progress towards that goal. Another thing you'll want to plan and prep for in anticipation of Black Friday is what exactly is going to be on sale and for how long. It's very important to know exactly when your sale begins and when it ends. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people make with any kind of sale, but especially Black Friday, is being non-committal about when that sale will wrap up. And actually, by not committing to hitting that like button below, just kidding, but seriously, you'll want to hit that. By failing to make a commitment to your buyers and give them an exact date and time that your sale ends at, you actually tell them that you aren't taking the sale very seriously, and they shouldn't either. And if you don't believe me, then you can look at any sale that you've run where you were like, end soon, limited time. It doesn't even have to be a sale that you ran. Maybe it's a sale you saw on like Pottery Barn's website or something. But when you see something and it doesn't have that firm deadline in mind, or it's not stated, you don't take it as seriously because you're like, yeah, limited time off, whatever. It's not even a real sale. I'll get back to it later. all the excuses start to pile up. And every excuse that your customer can come up with is a little bit of friction, and we cannot afford any friction during Black Friday because it's noisy and crowded, and we need them to make a purchasing decision sooner rather than later, especially during the Black Friday sales holiday, because their attention is being pulled in a million different directions, literally. So make sure you have a deadline that's clearly stated to your customers, and you'll definitely want to make sure that you remind them that that deadline is fast approaching. So if they haven't purchased anything yet during your sale, that would be unfortunate, and now is the time to do that before they forget. Obviously, you also want to have very clearly stated boundaries about what is for sale. And these should be pretty simple and straightforward, because if you say 20% off this product, but 35% off this product, and this product line is BOGO, it's going to get really confusing for your buyers. And again, that's friction. They're just going to click away, especially during that busy time of year. So make it easy for them. If you have to do it by category, that's what we've found works best for us, because, if we were to discount our courses that I sell in my online shop for as much as I discount my templates, that would be insane. So we just do a tiered system based on what kind of product it is. And we always run 40% off our templates and 30% off our workbooks and under $50 products, and then 20% off our online courses that are sold through our shop. Again, through lots of trial and error, that's what I've found has worked best for my shop, but I'd be interested to hear from you. What do you think about that pricing structure? Do you like it? Do you like when there's just like one price discount on the whole store, like just everything's 40% off? What do you like? Finally, on discounts, the last thing I'll say is that the less work the customer has to do in order to check out, the better things are going to be for them. So I know it's not always possible, but when you can, just have a limited time coupon that's applied to your entire store instead of making the customer type the discount in. So during non-promo periods like Black Friday, I am all about coupon codes. But during Black Friday, when people are already on your site because they know they're getting the best deal of the year, let's just bypass the coupon codes. It makes everybody's life more of a hassle and just ugh. Next up is all about your pre-Black Friday marketing strategy. And this is the most important part of your Black Friday sale. It's not actually when the doors open and close, like that's a close second. But what you do in the weeks leading up to your Black Friday sale is going to change the course of it entirely, for the better or worse. And before we get into all that, what is going to change the course of history for you and your shop, I want to remind you really quickly to hit that subscribe button and the like button if you haven't already done so. It takes a lot of time and effort and team and all that good stuff to make these videos for you, and I don't ask for anything in return except for a little subscribe button and a little like. If you want to watch it all the way to the end, that helps so much, and if you share it with a friend, that's just like icing on top. All right, so I'm so glad we're talking right now, because if you are watching this before Black Friday, you have some time to get your marketing in order and get those customers onto your email list so that when you open your cart on Black Friday, there's lots of people who are going to be receiving the news about your promo. At the end of the day, don't make this more complicated than it needs to be. The more people you can have on your email list before Black Friday, the more sales you're going to make during Black Friday. So don't get bogged down in all the details of like, this email needs to go out here and this video needs to happen here and I need to do 7 live streams because that's what I heard someone else did. Don't get so wrapped up in those details that you miss exactly what you're doing all of this for. So whatever you like to do the best in terms of marketing, whether that's getting really social on Instagram or just posting 10 TikToks a day, or maybe making YouTube videos, or if you're starting from scratch, just getting out there and having conversations with anybody that'll listen and just tell them that your shop exists, that you have products available, maybe even pre-sale products available if you don't have any physically made and available for download yet. Whatever this looks like to you, the name of the game is just to get as many people on your list before Black Friday so that you can open the doors and there's a good number of people that are receiving those emails from you that say, hey, Black Friday sale is on, 40% off, or whatever your promotion is. If you need help getting people on your email list, then you'll want to check out the other videos on this channel that refer to it. I'll try to put some on screen, but if I forget, just know there's a lot of resources available. All you have to do is go to my main channel and search it, and you can find all those resources on email as well. And if you want done for you emails, like you're just like, I don't want to write this, don't forget I have Launch Your Shop Academy, which is a paid program, but that actually has those email templates available for you pre-written. All right, so let's talk about what those emails are going to contain and how many of them you should send. So the first thing to note is you should be sending at least one email for every day that the cart is open on your Black Friday sale, and probably 2 or 3 on the day it closes, just to remind people this sale is ending and it is imminent. On the days leading up to the sale, usually beforehand, I like to stay in touch with my audience at least every other day just to remind them, hey, it's coming, it's almost here. Hey, get your wallets ready. Get your shopping done, just so that they're prepared for what's about to happen on Black Friday, because we do really big doorbusters, which I don't have time to get into here, but I've covered a lot on this channel. So you'll want to watch those videos about doorbusters. And during the sale, I'm not doing a lot of hard selling. I'm actually just reminding people about the features and benefits of the products. And then before the sale, that's when I'm doing all the selling, showing them customer case studies and testimonials, and really just massaging their experience around our products, reminding them of all the pain points and the reason they needed our products, the reason they found us in the first place, why they were so excited about us. So that's what I'm writing to them in those emails leading up to the sale. And then during the sale, it's just kind of like a lot of reminders, maybe 1 or 2 emails that is just a reminder about someone else's great experience using our products, or like 1 other email that's about overcoming their common objections. This is expensive. How could I pay for it? Those types of things, because people are always going to object to, time and money that it takes to build these things. And also overcoming the most common objections. So for me, that's always, I don't know if I'll have the time. Well, it only takes 10 minutes to implement a product. So reminding them about that, and reminding them that they actually can afford this, because if they don't, they might end up in a bad situation. It's a whole thing. If you want to see what my shop is all about and the products that we sell for Black Friday, it's called the Contract Shop. And yeah, so you can check that out. By the way, I just want to mention, because it's worth noting, I didn't actually know that most people carefully and closely guard their shop for dear life. Like, they won't even tell people the industry that they're in, much less the name of the shop or the website that they have. But I don't know, that's just like not my vibe. I'm so transparent, so open with you guys, and I don't know. I can't imagine doing what I do here on YouTube or TikTok and then not sharing exactly where I came from and like where that started. All right, so let's put all of this together. And the thing that's going to close it all up is your automations during Black Friday. So you obviously are usually on a holiday that weekend, whether you're in the US or Canada or abroad. Typically the world is a little bit slower as everybody is on the shopping holiday and just preparing for holidays in general. So it's really important to make sure that whatever you're working towards on Black Friday, you have all of that zipped up and automated, including when the discounts are going to turn on, the emails that you're going to send. If you're going to jump in chat, maybe make some reminders on your calendar for when those emails are going out. So if there's an email going out at 9 a.m. on a Saturday, you'll want to make sure that you have a little reminder that tells you to pop into chat, so that if you only want to talk to the most active people that are shopping your site, you're not wasting your whole day during your vacation on chat. These automations are going to be a lifesaver for you. So make sure that you take care and put them into place ahead of time, test them, make sure they work. And that way you can just step away and enjoy the little cha-ching sound that comes up on your phone every time a sale comes through. Sitting down and getting really clear on what it takes for you to have a successful Black Friday sale, not what other people need, but what you actually need, is the key to getting ahead this Black Friday. And now that you're ready for all these sales, you'll want to make sure that the rest of the process is automated as well, specifically delivering your products to the customers so that right when they make a purchase, they can start to enjoy your products and tell their friends how great you are and how wonderful your shop is. If you want to learn more about automating your shop and the delivery of your products and how I do that in the quickest and simplest way, click the video that just popped up on your screen, and I'm going to talk all about how I automate the delivery of my digital download products. Thank you again for watching all the way to the end. It means so much to me, and it really, really, really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. So I will see you all soon. Have a great week.